Stratum.Connector has messaging features that keep you informed about database processing and Stratum.Viewer availability after processes have completed. It's a streamlined way of communicating with key viewer users or anyone else who supports Connector and Viewer. You supply some initial email details, and Connector handles the rest. Here's a set of example messages generated by Connector, starting with two types that are valuable to anyone supporting your implementation. First, we have an email that alerts you when Viewer is not available after a recently completed process. This type is sent when something happens during the Connector process that results in the Viewer environment not being available to users. For example, maybe a key error occurred during a nightly standard process. That's what happened here. The second type of email tells you there's been a key error. To facilitate faster investigation of issues, logs can be attached to the respective emails. That's a time saver for everyone, especially someone who can't easily access logs from the server. And if you can't resolve the issue on your own, you can forward these emails with the logs attached to Silvon support, along with additional information about the issue. Most messages sent by Connector will likely be what's shown in the rest of this example inbox. They get sent out when database processing is done and the updated data is available in Viewer. Frequent users as well as IT colleagues who support Viewer benefit from seeing these brief, check-in style emails. The messages are an effortless way of telling folks all is good with the latest round of data updates. For example, after a nightly standard process or midday trickle process has refreshed the Viewer data. You control the wording of messages and who gets them from this parameter settings window in Connector. Customize messaging by each type of email. To recap, there's three possible types. Emails sent when refresh Viewer data is available after a completed process. That could be a standard, full, limited, or trickle process. Emails sent when Viewer data is locked and unavailable after a completed process. That could be from a standard or full process. And emails sent when a key error happens during any kind of process. We recommend leaving the attached process log property set to yes for the cube locked and key error message types because the log files aid with troubleshooting. For the Viewer available messages, it typically makes sense not to attach the log files. One other tip. If you set up emails to go to multiple contacts, separate addresses with a semicolon. Set up your notification properties now to experience the many benefits of Stratum.Connector messaging. Contact Silvon support at product.support.usa@silvon.com if you have any questions or need assistance setting up the Connector notification properties. Please note, this functionality is available starting with the 6.8 version of Stratum.Connector.